much are you worrying in your life? Is it taking over, and is it stopping you from achieving the things that you want, progressing in your life, and living a life to your highest, greatest, fullest potential? Well, I'm Diane Forster, and this is I Have Today, the show that inspires, educates, and empowers you through life's transitions. And today we are talking about a topic that is so debilitating to so many people, and this is the topic of worry. So if you're new to my channel, this is my show, I Have Today, with Diane Forster, where we talk about relevant topics to your life, where you can really be inspired, empowered, and educated through transitions in life to really live to your highest, greatest, fullest potential. And this is actually the start of a series that we are calling Change Your Language, Change Your Life. So thank you for being here. So before we get started, let me just tell you a little bit about why this is so important for you. That worry needs to be a word that you just erase, get that word right out of your vocabulary, get it out of your life. The reason why I started doing this work and started really focusing on language as it relates to law of attraction is that I discovered through my own journey, my own reinvention, that there was a key missing ingredient in manifestation. Like I knew what it was. I knew the, visualization. I knew you had to get in the feeling place of it. I know you need to act as if, but things weren't happening as fast as I would like them to happen. And I started discovering that language was the key missing ingredient for me. So when I started to pivot some words and replace words that weren't serving me with more empowering words, man, the magic started happening. And so that's what I'm going to share with you today. And I'm going to give you this little insight to what happened. It's a story about how the word worry became the first word that I got out of my vocabulary. I was living in Chicago at the time. I was riding the train downtown. It was an express train, and I ran into a girlfriend, and she got on the train with me, and we hadn't seen each other in a while, and we started talking, and I noticed really quickly that she said the word worry like 5 times within under 2 minutes. It was like, it really stood out to me. And I thought, wow, she says the word worry a lot. And so I played a little game with myself. I said, I'm going to count how many times she says the word worry on the train ride downtown. It was a 40-minute train ride. She said the word worry 45 times. 45 times in 40 minutes, which meant this woman is worrying every minute of the day. Can you believe that? So think about how many times you are using the word worry in your life, how you're feeling that emotion and you're using that word, and how that's showing up in your life. Okay, so that happened. And then the same exact day, I decided to grab a salad and eat lunch at my desk that day and work through lunch. And as I was working, I put on a Zig Ziglar recording and started listening to something motivational, and love Zig Ziglar. If you don't know who he is, check him out. And amazing man in personal development, just really transformed so many lives in his career, including mine. And so what I started to say was, he shared a story that there were no reported cases of any American Indians who stutter. Do you know why? Because in their language, they don't have a word for stutter. So it doesn't exist. And ding, 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 the light bulb went off for me. And I thought about this experience that I had with my girlfriend in the morning about the word worry. And then I thought about what Zig just said about them not having a word for struggle, so it just doesn't exist. And I thought, what if I start removing words from my vocabulary that aren't serving me? Imagine what that could do for my life. And so I wiped out so many words. And so what I'm going to do in this series is I'm going to teach you how to do it. Because when you stay away from those negative words that really aren't serving you, this is our power, and you replace them with more empowering, positive words, manifestations and shifts start happening in your life in a really magical way. It's so awesome. So I wanted to focus on the word worry first because it is my least favorite word. And it's going to illuminate how worry is showing up in your lives. All right. So I want you to think about all the things that you worry about. I was speaking to someone yesterday, and I'm not going to mention who it is. I'm going to respect her privacy, but she was telling me something that she was worried about. It was her husband's aging condition. She's got this projected worry about his mental health and how he's going to be and how he's going to show up in their relationship based on history of his mother's condition. And so I said to her, why are you spending all this attention? We need to take it a step back and focus on what you want, not what you don't want. When you're putting your energy towards something that you don't want with worry, the universe is going to make sure that you get it, because we get what we think about whether we want it or not, right? So I said, what if you pivoted that and you removed that worry out of your life into what you wanted, and start wondering what would be like, life would be like if he was healthy and well, if his brain cells started regenerating themselves, because they actually can. I'm going to cite some sources for this to help empower you to start thinking more this way, and that he lives and you live, for many, many more years, and actually are aging backwards. You're not getting older, you're getting younger. Like, start wondering what that would be. So today, I want you to replace your worry with wonder. Start thinking about all the things in your life that you are worried about and where you are creating these manifestations of things that you don't want. Most of us worry about so many things that never come true. But if you give something attention long enough, you're going to manifest it. You will. I've got another client who came to me, and what she was doing was she kept focusing on her health and going to the doctor over and over and over again, trying to find something wrong with her. It was all in her head. It was all in her mind. And we know this about stress. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden, all of these experts out there have been studying the quantum field and the brain and the science behind this, Deepak Chopra, for years and years, and that stress is the factor that causes dis-ease. And so I was trying to explain to her, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just so stressed that you're manifesting it into these other conditions. And she kept going in and having all these tests done, and the results kept coming back. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And just she kept trying to seek more and more things wrong with her. She kept looking for things to be wrong with her. Well, eventually something showed up and was wrong with her. And she's like, you see, there was something wrong with me. But she fully manifested that on her own. She put so much worry and attention into that it came to be. But what if you start wondering what life would be like on the other side? So I'm going to share 2 processes with you today. All right, the first process is in my book I have today, Find Your Passion, Purpose, and Smile Finally. And there's a section in the book called the EEDs, the Emotional Energy Diffusers, what I call diffusing the bombs of worry and doubt and fear and anxiety. And the process is a 3-step process called Breathe, Think, Praise. And anytime you're coming up an emotion like worry, because we're focused on worry today, we really have to change our state of mind first. You can't go from like worry to wonder like that, right? You're going to have to transition it. It's like as Abraham Hicks says, you can't be on a train going, 90 miles an hour and then expect the train to stop and go in the other direction. You got to pivot it. So the EED process in the book allows you to change your state very rapidly. It allows you that pause you need in that moment to change your state. And it's very simple. Breathe, think, praise means you stop for a moment and you take that breath. Breathe in and then breathe out. Okay, calms you down very quickly. And then you have to think, wait, is this really real right now? Like, what's going on? What am I doing? What is my emotional state right now? What's the language that I'm using? Where's my energy and my focus and attention on this, in this moment, right? And then it allows you to praise yourself for catching and going, wait a second. I have the power here. I can turn this around. This doesn't have to be my truth. I can change this truth right now. So that's one of the really powerful processes, and that's available in my book, which is available at Amazon.com. Just go there. I have Today with Diane Forster, and get a copy of it. And I teach you all how to do it there. And then one of the other things that I wanted to share with you was a way to do this with language. Again, to really replace your worry with wonder, how to do it. So say the question that you're asking is, I worry about this. I'm worried about this. I have worried about this. Whatever it is, fill in the blank. Change it to say, I wonder, how would it feel to blank? Or I wonder, what would it take to blank? So I'm going to give you some examples of them here. So this will help you, facilitate you implementing this process and wiping the word worry out of your life. You just don't need it. So I wonder how it would feel to have a job I really loved. So if you're working in a career that you don't like, right? I wonder what it would take to have a job I really love. Now, what you're doing is, instead of worried about it, worried that you're going to lose it, worried that, for whatever the reasons are, that something's going to happen, you change it and you make it into wonder. You've just said, I wonder what it would feel like. So you've now put your subconscious mind to work, to go on the job, to create the feeling of having a job that you love. And then I wonder what it would take to have a job has done the same thing. So now the mind is going there. The universal forces and energy are creating the components for the job that you would love to happen in your life. And you've shifted the energy in a positive way just by switching that worry to wonder. Isn't that awesome? And you can do this in every area of your life. It doesn't matter what it is. To be in a loving romantic relationship with an amazing, trustworthy partner. I wonder what it would feel like. I wonder what it would look like, right? And then I wonder what it would feel like, and I wonder what it would look like to be fit and healthy. Your brain already knows this. Your mind already knows how to find this for you. You don't have to worry about getting disease. It's created in the mind anyway. If you want a healthy and fit body, focus on the healthy and fit body and use the word wonder to create it, because then all of a sudden the things that you need to have a healthy and fit body are going to start showing up in your life. You're going to get it, like invited from a friend to start going to a new dance class or joining a new gym, or you're going to, start getting blogs in front of you or emails in front of you about healthy ways to lose weight, how to change your how to get the right amount of water every day. Whatever it is going to start showing up in your life. It's literally going to start dropping in your lap. And then again, I wonder what it would feel like. I wonder what it would take to wake up early and feel excited about the day ahead of me. How are you showing up in your life every day? I wonder what it would feel to and take to have so much money that I never have to think about what I spend. Money mindset is a huge issue. In fact, I got a special gift for you at the end of this show. So follow this process in every area of your life. It doesn't matter what it is. And let me give you a couple more. I wonder what it would take to work when I want to work and play when I want to play. Know that I'm okay just the way I am and feel really good about it. Feel happy every single day. You know that is your birthright. I wonder how it would feel to, and I wonder what it would take to know that I am enough, and you are enough. I wonder what it would take to, and I wonder what it would feel to get along better with my boss, my family, my romantic partner, my spouse, my kids, fill in the blank, whatever that is. Start moving the energy that way. Remove it away from the worry into wonder. You can just literally take an eraser and remove that word out of your vocabulary and out of your life. It's phenomenal, right? All right. So one other life example that I want to share with you is my daughter. This is where it took place in my life. So about 4 years ago, when she was first in college, she had a car accident. She was rear-ended, so she was in an accident. And I was at home, and my phone was downstairs charging, and she was trying to call me relentlessly for 45 minutes, and I didn't know it. And by the time I got to the phone, I saw all the missed calls and the voicemail from her. Of course, I was like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? I broke my heart. I got a hold of her right away. And what she had done in that 45-minute window of time when she couldn't get a hold of me was she called AAA. She got her car towed to a body shop. She had already called the police about the report, exchanged information with the other driver who actually caused it, and was already across the street renting a car from a car rental place. Like, she went immediately into action. And so I could have worried about that. I could have beat myself up with guilt over the fact that I wasn't there when I needed her. And you know what I did in that moment? I just thanked God, and I praised that moment that she had the skill set to know what to do. And so I do my very best to never worry about my kids. I wonder if they're going to be okay. I wonder if I've infused enough of the tools and resources and examples in them that they're able to be really independent and empowered in their lives, right? If you're too busy worried about your kids, you're not serving them. You're not empowering them. If you're spending any of your energy focused on worry, that is a negative vibration and a frequency, and you're keeping your frequency really low down here, and you are not able to see what's possible up here. Wonder is at a much higher frequency than worry, right? So a lot of that I learned from Bob Proctor, where you're attracting into your life where your frequency is. And so you want to be keeping your vibration and your frequency at a much higher level. And you can do this with language, which is what I'm going to teach you more and more about in this series. This is just episode 1. And so this is how to stop worrying. You do not need to be worrying, and you do not need the worry in your life. So I want to leave the show with an intention statement for you, and I want you to write this down, put it on Post-it notes, maybe use it as your screensaver on your phone so that this really anchors in for you this week. And this is, I have today to replace my worry with wonder. Replace your worry with wonder. Let that sink in. Keep it where you can write it on your mirror, in the bathroom, in lipstick, or, in dry marker pen or something. Put it on your nightstand so you see it every night when you go to bed and then when you wake up in the morning. But have it around you as long as you need to, certainly for this week until our next episode comes out, so that you can really replace your worry with wonder. All right. And one of the things that I want to help you with to really replace your worry with wonder is in your money mindset too, because I know this is a huge issue for so many people. It's the number one thing people worry about. 80% of people worry about money. It's the number one thing they worry about. So I have a really powerful free gift that I want to offer to you to really help you with your language and your mindset around money, because money is such a huge issue for people. They have such scarcity mind thinking about it. It's what 80% of the people worry about out there. So I created this really powerful money manifestation mantra that you can download for free on my website. Just go there and enter your name and email address at the pop-up, and you can get it immediately and start working on your money mindset and help you reprogram that mindset around it, and then your language. It's so powerful, and it does all the work for you. So cool. So that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for being here. Follow me at DianeForster.com. It's been a pleasure. And stay tuned for our next episode in this series, Change Your Language, Change Your Life, a special series that we're doing at I Have Today. That's it for this week's episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.